Welcome back to the Light Renegades. My name is Starr. For those that might find themselves here for the first time, thank you so much for joining us. As Light Renegades are a collective of Pleiadian beings bringing you information from beyond the veil, the outer universes, stratospheres at this point, everyone. So if you find yourself here today and you're not entirely sure why, stick around for this message because it's a beautiful one. I'm so grateful to have channeled this message. I feel like it's incredibly on point for where I think many of you might feel right now. It's definitely where I've been. So for those that aren't in real time, I took January off to integrate some new energies and to do a lot of releasing. I will share another video with regards to that releasing being connected to negative energy, darker energy. But today's message is all about love, and I feel like I've been shedding an old skin so that I could step forward in a higher vibration and able to embody a different understanding of love, which is exactly what the Angelic Council wished to bring forward today. And this is a fairly new collective that I'm bringing forward to this space. However, I've been told that this council has been with me for many lifetimes. They have been a leading part in my soul's expansion, and I very much feel at peace and at ease with them. And I think it's taken me by surprise just how comical this collective is. And yeah, the energy is just so light and fluffy, I think is the word that I want to use. So I hope that you all can feel that too. But today's channeled message was titled Living in Love. And they started with, Dear light beings, today's message is about love. How to embody love, how to embrace love, how to be everything in its most expansive expression of love. We feel as though we wish to give love a new name. For moving forward, it will feel in a very different vibration, like nothing you've ever experienced before. You are ready to leap forward in expansion. In this present moment, so many shifts are taking place in your energetic field and body. The physical vessel is being dissolved to make way for the new age of light. You are here as a vessel, a vehicle of change. Many of you have been feeling this at a cellular level. You've been feeling frustrated, anxious, overwhelmed, nauseous, frantic, plagued, and wishing for it all to go away. We wish to share, we see you, and we are doing everything we can to help ease this metamorphosis and help it be as least painful as possible. However, in your current climate, the best way to accelerate is through pain. As this dear one says over and over again, pain is power. It is time to alchemize the past. What is it from your past that is holding you back? What can you do to shift the narrative, change the course, the direction? We hear this expression often, be the main character in your story. We enjoy this, as you truly are the lead. You get to decide what it is you wish to experience, how you want to feel. It is a choice. Of course, we want to avoid bypassing emotions and trauma. They must be felt and released, but you can take charge of this. You can alchemize any pain, negative energy, and help it be a catalyst for your growth. So what is it? Think about it now. What is causing you pain? How can you release it and start a new cycle for yourself? One full of love, compassion, grace, humility, and expression. We see so many bite their tongue at times for fear of the aftermath. We ask you, what if you spoke out about what it is you truly desire, even if this is only to yourself in the mirror? In fact, we insist you do this. Speak out loud to yourself every day who you are or who you want to be and what it is you want, desire, crave, and even passionately feel for. This is called living in love. To embody that which feels heart-centered and expressed from a soul-centered space. Note here that this may pull up some shadow, this may pull up some darkness. Do not fall into the trap of mistaking cravings for desire, mistaking lust for true love, or greedily wanting to take from other just because you can. Be true to your heart and have the highest vibration of all in mind when accessing this life path. I am the lead in my own life, and I help the co-stars, and I help my co-stars along the way. And they said, oh yes, we like that a lot, and they called themselves geniuses, which had me in fits of giggles, everyone. All our love, the Council of Light. And I truly feel like we are embodying a different expression of love, everyone. And, I think this is definitely something that I've had to work through this lifetime. I would say that I have always been someone that had, a lot of love to share. I've had a lot of intense emotions throughout the entirety of my life that I truly didn't understand. And there has been tendencies of, how do I want to share this? There's been tendencies for me to feel, I felt like my energy was suffocating in love somewhere. And, I always felt like I was too emotional for some people, like my energy was just too much for some people. And I feel like I've started to understand where, my energy as a starseed was really overpowering to some, but also I had a very warped perception of what I thought love to be. And I think that is where we are at a collective level, with regards to the wider masses out there right now. We are breaking down what we think love to be, and to slip more into a space of non-attachment and coming from a soul-centered space in love, everyone. And I'm starting to see little pockets of this popping up everywhere around me, and where many different people are working through these spaces and different understandings and vibrations, but we're all coming together to the same source of trying to express love in a different form. And this is coming from a soul-centered space. And I don't know when I'm going to bring this forward, but I've definitely been working through a releasing of sexual energy with regards to that being of a real high vibration and soul-centered space. And I've definitely worked through a lot in my personal journey with regards to real strong sexual energy. I feel like the two go hand in hand. When you're in high vibrational being, I think the sexual energy and drive is unparalleled. It has a match within that space. And there is something about pleasure and love being one and the same when you are coming from a soul-centered space. And I think that some of you might be having to balance out those emotions right now, or starting to figure out what that truly means for yourself, but also just coming at love from a different perspective. And I think this is where, I know this is where we're all coming to. This is the trajectory that we're all on, but some of us a bit slower on that timeline than others. But where we are right now, those that are in this collective that have been watching for some time, we are ready to embody a different expression of love, and a more centered space, a space that isn't consuming and codependent on another, but more seeing everyone as a vision of own self, and also allowing for all love to come in, and in any form. I feel like this has been the energy that I've been having to understand in my recent journey, is allowing for love in all of its vibrations to step towards me, and me being accepting of that. It's taken me a little bit of time to be in a receptive energy, and I think some of you are just starting to break out of those more stricter patterns, and being in a space where you've had to perhaps pull back on certain energies, such as desire and pleasure for some. And I definitely had to cut out all of those things whilst I was growing, because I wasn't coming from a balanced space. So I was plucked out of those spaces and kept quite numbed in some areas that are starting to awaken within me more now, everyone. I think some of you might be in that space too. So I think just assess where you are, and if you are someone that is still trying to work through things of the past, and this is cyclical. I've been in some real heavy and dark childhood trauma that I've looked at before, but I've circled back around to again, to be looking at it from a different perspective, and now a higher vibration, which means I can get even deeper into the darkness. And I think this is something that we forget. The more that we raise our vibration, this means that the darker energy we can sink into deeper and start to understand self from that deeper, darker perspective too. And I think some of you might be truly getting to the core of a lot of your pain from past lives and this lifetime, and you're ready to just pull it out, everyone, and leave that space for this new vibration, a new energy of love to come in. And I think some of you are sat, with an empty cup and waiting for it to be filled. And I promise you that time is coming. That time is now. Energies are coming in that are the most powerful, the most potent. And, I've had to strip all of my energy away, all of my energy out that just truly wasn't serving me. January was a complete overhaul of my own energy. And I'm still going through that, everyone. So if you have been feeling in disarray, in complete chaos, if you've been feeling being like, I just don't want to be here anymore. I promise you. I was in that space in January. I thought, I cannot come back. I cannot be here. I do not want to do this. I'm ready to go. I was like, I'm ready to go home now, everyone. And they said, not yet, you know. And lo and behold, I'm on the other side of that energy and feeling the most light that I've ever felt, but also just feeling this love. And, you know, I'm starting to, I think, feel what I used to feel that I had to put a cap on at some point, because I just wasn't in a balanced state to be able to feel this. And I think a lot of you might resonate with this too. At some point you felt like your emotions were just too strong, and you put a stop to that because it didn't feel safe. And now we're coming to a time where we get to embody all of our energy, all of our strength, all of our emotion, all of our passion again, and it comes from a balanced space. So we can now share that with others, and others can receive that, and that be a balanced and reciprocal space. We're coming to a time where everyone is embodying love in a different vibration, especially those that are awake now, you know. And I see it in my space, I feel it from other people, that it's a different energy, you know, when I'm sat with someone that I know understands these realms and understands their own energy. That's the biggest vibrational shift that I think I've seen of late, is people, you know, not even necessarily being awakened to spirituality in a sense, or galactic energy, any of those things, but just someone that understands their own energy and understands how to temper their own emotions is so powerful. And that's when you can, you know, come face to face with others and share your love in a healthy way. Everyone, I think we used to have a very warped perception of love. I know that I totally did, and I think we're now ready for a new understanding, and these new vibrations are coming in to teach us that, teaching us to temper, you know, things that are of a more shadowy aspect, so that we can fully look at the light and what that truly means to embody love. And, you know, the Galactic Council said that the Galactic Angelic Council said that they wish that they could, you know, rename love, but I think that love will always be love, but we're now moving into an unconditional space within that love and heart-centered space, everyone. But I think that's all I wish to share today. I feel quite gooey and mushy, so I think I probably should get off before I start telling you all how much I love you and, yeah, how grateful I am. But I do love every single one of you here, and I'm so grateful for this platform and this space, and to be here and be awakened right now, everyone, in this collective energy of embodying more love. It is a truly magical time, and yeah, I'm feeling it at my heart center, at my complete core, and I hope that you all are feeling it too. But for those that might be in the mud, that might be still in the sticky, the nauseous and confused, please do not hesitate to reach out. This is why we are here, all of us Light Renegades, and, you know, we're here to support you in that. This is something that we've done time and time again on this journey, and, you know, we will always be circling back around and healing more. You know, the teams aren't saying we reach these new levels and the work stops, but, you know, smell the roses when you get there, everyone. And I think we're coming to a time where we get to just experience these new energies and it just be beautiful, and we can embody that as long as we let go of the past. It's there for us to hold on to, everyone, you know. We get to step in these higher vibrations more and more and more each day, and yeah, it's truly beautiful and magical. But do not hesitate to reach out if you are struggling. This is why we are here. But that's all from me today. Take care.